Welcome to the Rock Roost Podcast.
What's up, y'all? I'm Derek.
Dustin.
Fatty.
And we are the Rock Roost Podcast. Thank you for joining us here at the Roost. We just got done with an excellent interview with David Rodriguez of Black Flag.
Black Flag.
We talked about a lot of things. Talked about some music. Talked about
The Titanic.
We talked about the mysterious happenings of the Titanic. Conspiracy theories.
Alleged.
You mother...
Is that Red Bull, that winter edition? That shit is good.
Yeah, dude.
God, it's
Best
good.
winter. Oh,
Red Bull,
second best.
we expect money. No, I'm just kidding.
I do too.
It's
Put
like
way
we-
too much into that.
Yeah.
What is? I'm sorry. I just want to know what about the winter edition
I don't
here.
know, dude. That shit tastes
It's
good.
I'm not sponsored, I swear. It's Fuji apple and ginger. It's the
Damn,
That
my
sounds
second
good.
favorite flavor. My first was the Big Apple, winter of 2022. So
Yeah,
try it.
that was good too. Yeah,
Damn.
Try that.
Yeah.
I'm a Red Bull connoisseur. It
See,
shit keeps me going.
I'm a
Me
NOS
too.
guy. I'm a NOS guy. And my favorite NOS ever was the mango NOS, and they done away with it. It was like an orange can.
I
And
remember
they
that.
fucking done away with it. Now I'm
No.
drinking the blue again.
Now, my favorite was they discontinued freaking 17 years ago.
Surge?
No, not
That was
Surge.
25
It was,
years ago.
just listen. It was. Remember that one drink? What was it? No Fear. I think it was No Fear.
Yeah.
And there was a. They had a blood orange. My God, it was good. It said on the can, perfect for hangovers the next day. I was like, yes.
Hell yeah. Anyways,
So,
sorry, man.
yeah, we get off on tangents like that. You showed us energy drink, and Fatty saliva, or had saliva coming out of his mouth back there. So that's
the
what
same way.
that's what happens. So anyway, so this is Derek. This is I'm Dustin, and then there's Fatty. The one you've been talking to is of course myself, and I appreciate that more than you know. Like I say, and Derek and I and Fatty. Derek used to be the lead singer of our old band back in the day, and Fatty was the drummer / guitar player. He started off as a guitar player, ended up as the drummer. Learned how to play drums by fucking air drumming, and the very first song he ever played was fucking "Dig" by Mudvayne. I mean, and perfectly, I've done it perfectly.
I don't know about all that shit.
You did.
was
You
perfect.
did. You
Oh,
did.
okay.
Fucker.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
So, anyways, which is a hard song to play, but he
Yeah,
done it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so, so we were in a band for years, of course, and then of course we had kids. We got a family. I got 5 kids. Derek's got 2, and Fatty's got 3, and we started the work thing, we started the family thing, and all that jazz. So me and Derek, we'd talk every fucking weekend just about music, man, just music,
Yeah.
music. And then Fatty and us, we'd talk about music. And one day Derek just said, "Man, I think we could do a podcast." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we can," and because people are interested in what we talk about, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know. Well, then we become buddies with Kenneth from Framing Hanley. I don't know if you
Yeah.
ever heard of Framing Hanley. Yeah. So he's from Gallatin, Tennessee, which is close to us. We live in Scottsville, Kentucky. But and then I was like, okay, let's try it. And then we tried it, and damn, it's done pretty damn good, and we've loved it. I mean, we've loved it because guess what? We get to talk to people like you. That would have never happened before,
Yeah.
And I just think that's cool shit, So that's kind of about us. David, you want to talk about you a little bit? I mean, how the fuck did you go from being just a normal dude to Black Flag? I mean, that's the craziest shit in the world.
It honestly, I'm still processing it. It's pretty crazy to me. I was a manager for a barbecue restaurant before for about
Wow.
2 years, I think,
Uh-huh.
and it was just. I was like, I love playing music. I've loved playing music my whole life. It's been my whole thing, like ever since listening to the Beatles when I was like 4 years old. Music's been such an important part to me. But was a manager and I was working these long hours, like 16 hours a day, just nonstop. I was like, I'm never gonna really be able to do music, and I was kind of I was ready to throw in the towel. And then my mom, out of anyone in the world, my mom sent me. It was I remember. It was an ad for like a Facebook ad for Greg, the guitar player for Black Flag, was looking for a bass player, and she was like, "Too bad you can't try this." I was like, "Why not?" Like
Holy shit.
I've heard these songs forever. I've played bass forever. So I emailed him and I was like, "Hey, is this still open?" He was like, "Yeah, send me 3 or 4 songs." But I'm a very indecisive person, so I was like, what's a good 3 or 4 Black Flag songs to send?
Yeah.
So I ended up sending him like 3 albums, 3 or 4 albums, of just me playing bass alongside, and then here I am.
Wow.
So I guess I played okay. But
That is crazy as shit. I mean, and here's the deal, for everybody out there that just thinks that they're not worthy, which is most people in this world, or they don't want to get out of their comfort zone, which is most people in this world. What if you wouldn't have got out of your comfort zone right then? What would you have done?
exactly.
You'd still be there. You'd still be at the barbecue place. That's noble, right? I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But it's
Prefer
not your
this.
dream. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
your dream. That's your dream. I mean, that's amazing, and I applaud you for that more than you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, taking that step's the hardest thing for sure.
Oh yeah, no, but it's the most important step. It's you got to kind of give yourself that encouragement. Just go out and try it.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it. Let's do it.
Worst thing you do is fall on your face, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done that a few times.
Oh yeah, sounds like you made a good impression though.
Yeah. That's right.
So with y'all just came off a tour last month.
A week ago, 12 days ago, our last show was in Mexico on the 29th, I think, or 30th.
Hell yeah. So what's
Yeah,
what's the show's been like, dude?
Oh, they've been great. I mean, especially this is like the first real U.S. tour with like the younger lineup, but the outcomes have been great. It's been fun meeting new people. We've played the show with we played the tour with the Queers, which a great band I used to listen to growing up. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
cool not only playing alongside Black Flag, but playing alongside the Queers. It's been a real dream. And a lot of these states I haven't been to. I've barely been out of Texas, so real fun, meeting new people, just a great learning experience, I guess. And doing my favorite thing, playing music, of course.
Did you get to play? Did you get to play with the Dickies? You were there then, right? That was in August.
Yeah, we played a show with the Dickies, which Dickies another one of punk bands I grew up listening to. So it's just
Wow.
great. It's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you go from a barbecue restaurant, which is amazing because I'm sure you got free food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You weren't supposed
Yeah.
to. You wasn't supposed to, but you did.
Off the record, yeah.
Yeah.
And you go from that to meeting the Dickies and the Queers. Holy shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like in a matter of months too. Like people say, "Oh, if you asked me 5 years ago what I would be doing," but if you asked me like 6 months ago what I'd be doing, I would not believe you.
Wow.
That's nuts, man.
Wow.
That's
Do you in 2026 y'all have a tour coming up too, don't you?
Yeah, we're playing a West Coast leg of I guess US tour for about a month. Then we're doing Coachella and just announced, which I found out through the I guess social media. We're playing Australia, like
I've seen
a
that.
couple of dates. So yeah, 4 dates.
Bruh,
When
for
you saw
somebody-
it, that's when I found out too.
For somebody that's never come out of Texas, that's nuts, dude.
It really is.
Damn.
It really
Holy
is.
shit! I mean, Australia. That's so big. I mean, there's so many bands that have never been to Australia. There's
Yeah.
actors that have never been to Australia. And that's a definite continent I want to go to. I think that's the place that has the big mosquitoes and shit, right?
I don't
They
know.
got big everything. Big,
Big
spiders.
spiders. Oh,
Yeah, all the weird creatures just
Yeah.
live in Australia.
well, I'll run off that big island in a quick minute.
But I mean, rock music is huge over there.
Isn't that crazy?
Huge. I mean, I really wish that America would would embrace rock like Europe and Australia.
I think
do.
it's getting there.
Yeah, it's really starting
Getting back there,
starting
rather.
to get back to there. But I mean, it never left Europe and Australia.
No, so you're saying you're playing Coachella, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so playing Coachella, I mean, you're going to see probably a bigger crowd than what these places have ever seen, because every year it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like Sonic Temple that we went to this past year or this year. It was the largest concert that was ever in Ohio at that point. Yeah, ever in Ohio at that point, which is crazy as shit.
Yeah.
What's that mean? That means rock is coming back, baby.
And that's good. That's a good thing, though. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now, have you went overseas with? I know you say you went to Mexico. Did you go overseas with Black Flag yet? Have you been over?
yeah. So that was our first tour. Was a Europe tour.
That's
That
what I
was
thought.
our first show played was in Sofia, Bulgaria, and that was crazy. Like I went from playing local shows in the hometown or whatever to that Sofia, Bulgaria. It's like out of anywhere in the world, literally.
Is rock so much bigger over there?
They're more passionate because it's like places like those, bands don't go to. Bands don't go to Bulgaria. They go to, Germany. They go to France and all that place. So those smaller places, Bulgaria, Greece, they're real passionate. They I guess they love any artist that comes through, gives that place attention. So
Wow.
definitely so.
Is that not the coolest thing in the damn world?
What's some of your favorite moments you've had so far? I know you said you've only been doing it like 6 months, right?
Yeah,
April.
Some of my favorite moments, playing on a boat in France, in Paris, 2 nights in a row was pretty cool. I don't know. I'm still processing these places,
I get it, dude.
I'm still waking up like, I got to go get ready for my job. So,
That's so crazy.
Playing on a boat,
it's
that's
all happening so fast.
it's like some Titanic type shit. Like that's nuts.
That's exactly it is. It is, and
Just a little bit safer.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, we're not worried about an iceberg, right?
More tried and true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And about playing with Black Flag and be able to go around all these places and seeing all these people and things like that. And you played with the Queers, you played with the Dickies. Who has been somebody that's been kind of surreal to meet, like a specific person?
I would say honestly, of course I'm a little biased, but Greg, the guitar player, founding member of Black Flag, and not only because he's done all this music, he's done all this, he has this huge legacy behind him, but just because when you meet him, it's not like you're meeting him. He's just another person. He's real cool, like down to earth, just to meet and talk to, really friendly. So
you have to remind yourself who you're talking to. It sounds like.
Yeah, talking to, playing with. It's like
Yeah.
I'm playing alongside this guy, and I'm like,
Wow,
this is crazy. It's
wow. Yeah, I mean, we've been listening to Greg since we were kids.
me too. Yeah,
That's crazy as shit.
Such
Such a
so
talented
definitely him.
guitarist too.
He's the way he plays is just it's hard to match it because he plays it. He doesn't think I'm gonna go here. He just plays it, and you can't really replicate spontaneous. So it's just real awesome. Every time I play with him, every time I talk to him, I'm just like, it's Greg.
Oh yeah, that's Greg. I forget. Yeah,
Shit. Yeah.
that's so cool, and to be able to do that, and again be with your passion is just a huge deal. And I'll tell you, Black Flag, I think there's out of the original members, there's one, or is there one of the original members? Is that right?
Yeah, it's just Greg. That's
It's
it.
the one, yes. So
Yeah.
but it's like wherever I listen, I've listened to Black Flag 1,000 times on YouTube live, you know, with you there, with other people there, you know,
Yeah.
like, it sounds just like it. I mean, it sounds just like it. It's the craziest shit. I mean, you all are who you are. That's Black Flag.
Yeah.
That's who you are. It's like you've created a whole new band that's the same band that's very
Yeah,
successful. That's the coolest shit in the world to me.
no, it's crazy. Like, cause I mean, before I joined too, well, even after I joined, I hear old lineups. I hear, any possible lineup I could hear, I listen to, and I kind of try to recreate that energy, which is like, okay, we're playing these songs this way. I try to, add my own things to it, of course,
Hell
but
yeah.
it's mainly, I guess, the energy that I try to replicate, just to make it feel like a Black Flag show rather than, you're just seeing a band play Black Flag songs.
Yes, because that's not the case. Because that's
Yeah,
not the
exactly.
case. You all are Black Flag. You
Yeah.
know? We've got a really good we got really good friends that play in a band that's local for us that's called Gravel Switch. They're a really good band. They're amazing. The singer is amazing. The guitar player, everybody's just so talented. And they've been playing since 2002, but there is zero of the same members. And they are actually better than what the old band was. I mean, to be honest.
Yes.
But they carried it through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they carried it through.
Carried it through. And still their shirts say established in 2002. And that's
Yeah.
what it's about. Music is about what you hear.
Exactly.
What you hear, how the live live performances are, and the feeling that you get there. I mean, that's how people don't jump off a bridge, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. It's the communication between the artist and the concert goer.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it. Man, I'm so proud of you.
yeah.
I am so proud. I
Thank you.
swear I am. And for you to be able to do the things you've done is just that's real. That's a real presence of, hey, I could do this. I
Yeah.
could do this. If I could just step out of my comfort zone, I could do this. How long you been playing bass?
I've been playing bass since I was 7, so I don't even know how old I am now. 14 years. For 14 years, I've been
Yeah.
playing bass. My dad, for my birthday, got me the Paul McCartney Hofner bass
Mhm.
because I was a huge fan of the Beatles, and I picked up everything by ear, and I was like, okay, this is how you play this song. I would listen to full albums on like YouTube on my phone. I just kind of play along to them. Like, okay, if I play it wrong, that helps me learn it. In fact, it kind of helps me develop my own style just by playing it wrong.
Right.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
well,
Mm-hmm.
this, and then I would do that for years and years, and it kind of helped me in a way later on when I was playing with bands and stuff to kind of just learn it on the spot. Like, okay, we're jumping into this. My dad has a band. They're called Spanish Reds.
Oh, that's
In
cool shit.
2007, in 2017, he asked me like, "Hey, do you want to play guitar? We're playing a show." And he asked me because he knew I would sit down and learn the songs like on the spot. And so I did, and that kind of helped me in the future up to now, this point where I sent Greg 3 albums in like 3 days just by sitting there and actually listening to the songs. Like, okay, that's how you play this, that's how you play that.
So you didn't have to look up music and all that shit. You didn't have to look up tabs or nothing like that. You just
Very, very rarely will I look up tabs, but I try not to because I think it's just it's a lazier way of kind of going about it. Like, if I really can't figure it out, I'll pick up the tab, but I try to just pick it up later.
Wow.
I'll slow it down too. I'll slow down the music. Like, okay, that's how you do this. He's doing 5, 6, 7 there or something, But
That's a good way to develop, though. Like, I mean, for sure, that'll set you up for future, forever.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
oh yeah. Like,
It's a family thing. I mean, that's what's so cool to me. I mean, so your dad has played music for a long time, and he kind of constructed that into your brain. Is that really?
yeah, he definitely did that, and I mean, I could tell he tried not to push me, like, hey, do music, hey, do music. He kind of just handed me my bass, like, here you go, this is what you do, and let me kind of figure out how I was going to play. But at the same time, I think he was my biggest pusher because of that, like he was doing music, he works a full-time job, he's still doing music, and he jumps into other bands, they're like, hey, we need a guitar player, we need a bass player. He's like, okay, and he does that. So I think my biggest inspiration there.
I bet that's a proud dad right there.
Hell yeah.
Jealous dad.
Jealous, that's right.
Oh, damn, you get to go to Australia?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's so cool, man. And I mean, I've tried all that stuff with my kids. It didn't work for me. So
my oldest, that's all she's about. But my youngest, she wants to listen to pop music and stuff, and that's fine. That's who she is.
Each its own.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was listening to a techno song in there with my brother earlier with in my truck, and he's like, what the fuck is this? I said, man, I just like anything that has a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a beat. I love that shit. And he's staring at me like this.
As he slowly gets out the truck, yeah.
with this.
Slowly walk away.
That's funny.
But anyways, so, dude, in all reality, proud as fuck of you. Love it. Love what you're doing. To be in a band as large as Black Flag is just the craziest thing in the world. And you're on every fucking Wikipedia. You're on every. It's crazy as shit. Wherever you pull up Black Flag on ChatGPT, you're on there.
Yeah. It's that damned picture. It's that picture. Can't escape it.
It's crazy as shit. And so, one thing that we do is of course, we like to talk about things that, especially when we've got one person. Whenever we've got multiple people, it's different. But one of our niches is we like to talk about what you're interested in, man. What interests you, man? What interests you outside of music? What do you know about? What's the things that you know about? It's not what's on your shirt, is it?
It's definitely what's on my shirt, or if anyone's listening, Titanic.
Hell yeah.
So you're not missing out there. I've got everything prepared for this. I got the little mini. It's not Lego. It's a Temu brand.
Holy
shit!
Little
tiny ship. And I've got my books here.
Oh wow,
that is cool as fuck. Now, have you ever been to Tennessee?
No, I haven't been to Tennessee, but I was planning on going to that Titanic museum.
Oh, yes, we've been there numerous times.
I'm jealous. I've tried to plan trips there, but yeah, Pigeon Forge. That's where it is. But.
Yeah, as soon as you walk in, they hand you a ticket with an actual name from a passenger on the Titanic, and at the end of the museum, you find out if you died or not.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
It's crazy.
It's just crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy to me that Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, has been all derived from Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is a damn genius whenever it comes to business, and she killed it because those places there are amazing.
They're popping off.
They're fun as shit.
Yeah.
Now, you do spend a little bit of money there. I mean, but it's fun as hell. But whenever I went, the biggest thing that I can remember from going to that museum is you could put your hand in the water and and a little pool of water, and that's how cold the water was at that time whenever Titanic sank.
It's freezing.
It's fucking freezing. I mean, you put your hand in there. It's like you see those cartoons wherever you freeze from the fingers all the way up. That's what it's like. I'm just like fucking cold, But
icicles coming out, yeah.
Yeah. It's cool as shit though. It is the coolest thing.
So what drew you to get interested in the Titanic?
So my mom took me to I think they were showing it for its 15th anniversary, something like that. In 2012, they were playing it in 3D, like they were showing it. So I went with her, and it wasn't the love story that kind of fascinated me. It was just the mystery behind the ship. The ship's like it's in everything. It's in all kinds of media. It's in video games now. It's in movies, songs. It's just everywhere. Yet it's just so still mysterious. People are still learning facts about it. It was only discovered it was discovered 40 years ago. Underneath where it is. Where it is. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, so how? Sorry, I interrupted Derek. I apologize.
Go ahead.
But I gotta ask this. So, do you believe in those conspiracy theories?
Some of them, I don't know.
What
like
do
the
you believe
insurance,
in that?
okay, so there's the insurance fraud one, which I don't believe.
No, I don't believe that one either.
Yeah, it's just too crazy. Hey, let's sink the ship. But I do think it was just it was an ill-fated ship. It was like everything that could have went wrong with it, it went wrong. Let's see, what's another conspiracy theory?
Yeah,
there's one theory.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Fatty.
Like where they there was problems with the ship beforehand and stuff like that. Was that part of the insurance or?
No.
Where they had a fire or something like that.
There was supposedly there was issues with the ship. That they knew there was issues, and they didn't want to
postpone, right.
and they just kind of turned a blind eye.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what I had heard. Yeah.
Well, with the insurance, it was more. It was less about that fact that there were things going wrong with the ship, like the fires. That was common back then, with any steamship, burning that much coal. It was just the fires were so common, which leads into another theory that the fires had weakened the hull of the ship.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and which led to the iceberg, breaking it as much as it did. And the insurance, it also mentions, man, I'm trying to remember. A lot of people didn't show up. A lot of people sold their tickets, traded tickets right before the ship set sail. And it was a few notable people. I'm not too sure who, but it's big company owners and all that. They were like, we're not going to go on that ship.
Like Fortune
so
500
I guess that's where that
owners.
stems to.
Wow.
The owner and his wife of Macy's, they did go on there. I think it was Macy's.
They own Macy's?
Yeah, it was Macy's or J.C. Penney's. I'm not too sure which one, but it's one of those two.
Yeah,
Damn, I didn't know that was. They were that old.
And they went down with the ship.
Yep.
So
I'm learning all kinds of shit. I'm liking this.
But there was also a huge conspiracy that has to do with the government.
I hadn't heard anything about that.
No?
No.
Okay.
I haven't either.
Are you serious?
No, never.
Okay.
Never. No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you talk.
So, there was this whole thing about who was going to control the money in America and whatnot, and that they had really. Why are you looking at me like that?
This is.
That's his content face,
whenever I'm
dude.
looking at you. That means I want to. I'm hearing what you're saying.
He's listening.
Damn.
That's active listening face, Dan.
That is not an active listening face.
I remember back in Miss Haynes' class, I used to go, and I wasn't listening to the fucking words you were saying, but I'm really listening to you. So go ahead.
Okay, so who is that? Really, that big businessman? He still has a bank today. It's one of the biggest banks in America. What I'm talking about?
J.C. Morgan?
Rockefeller?
J.P. Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah.
J.P. Morgan, and so the whole thing was they wanted to go a certain way, and other people didn't want to go a certain way, and then the people that wanted it were against. What is it called?
What do you mean go away? Like travel in a certain distance, or what the hell are you talking about? Go away?
Just listen.
Oh, okay.
Just listen.
Shit, I'm sorry.
Just listen.
Oh, my bad. Damn.
I'm gonna look it up real quick, and that way I can have the whole story. But
Yeah.
I've read this many times.
So, have you heard of what he's talking about, or is this going to be something new for you?
This sounds like something new
shit.
to me.
Oh shit!
Okay, so
I need some of my game.
Derek loves this. Derek loves fucking Titanic too. So yeah, wherever you said that, I was like, hell yeah.
J.P. Morgan, the powerful financier, owned the RMS Titanic through his International Mercantile Marine Company, which owned the White Star Line, but he famously canceled his trip. That is it. That's what it was.
That's so I do know a little bit about that. That's part of that for me. That was part of the insurance thing. Yeah. So I do know a little bit about that.
So what do you do? Cancel his trip for what?
So he canceled his trip because he knew.
Oh, he was supposed to be on the Titanic?
Yeah.
So they're saying supposedly.
Supposedly he knew something was going to go down, and he's like, oh, I'm canceling my trip. And then the other ones that were on the ship went down with the ship. He has control. Yada yada, bada bing.
Oh, I see.
So he got control of the whole bank.
So he nixed his competition out. He's just like, I see what you're saying.
Oh, so David, is that what you?
No, I just knew he canceled his ticket, but I didn't know that part of it, where his competition was on the ship.
Yeah, there's
that's kind of crazy.
there was a whole. There it is. There it is, right here. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. So the whole thing is, he planned the disaster to eliminate his rivals.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No,
say that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly in that motherfucker.
No, it needs to say it.
He, J.P. Morgan, he possibly guaranteed that Titanic would collide with an iceberg in the mid-Atlantic, and that would free it up. You know what I mean? Like
allegedly.
Allegedly. We're going to say allegedly. This whole thing's allegedly.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to say that.
I think it's past the statute of limitations.
I don't think we'll take J.P. Morgan to fucking jail. Right?
That's a good point, dude.
Yeah. So, I mean, the whole thing was, it was the Federal Reserve. Like, the Federal Reserve comes into play. J.P. Morgan was for it. His rivals were not. He canceled his ticket. His rivals were on the ship. Down goes the ship. The same year, the Federal Reserve comes about.
I'll be damned.
So,
that's odd.
Yeah.
And alleged. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is alleged. So.
If somebody said, if anybody knows me, I can't stand a word being said over and over and over again. So,
like allegedly.
If you say fucking alleged one more time, I'm gonna fucking jump over that TV.
No more theories. No more theories.
Yeah.
So, David, have you heard of anything else, conspiracy theory like that,
conspiracy theory?
Are we really thinking that it probably did just wreck into a fucking iceberg?
Personally, I believe that's all that happened. It's like I said, just so many things that could have went wrong with it went wrong, and those the crew, they were hired the same day passengers were being boarded, so just people weren't ready. People didn't think it was going to sink. It could have, but people didn't really expect it to. Otherwise,
it's unsinkable, right? That's what they said.
They said that.
Well, that's they say. They say it's unsinkable, but back then they actually said it was practically unsinkable. So they left room there.
It's like allegedly.
You said it. That's some bullshit.
Allegedly unsinkable.
Oh, see.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Bringing it back.
The whole thing with James Cameron. Have you ever seen any of the James Cameron footage?
I sure haven't.
Where he takes the submersible down there and he's like going through all the rooms. It's chilling. It's very chilling because you see children's shoes, and you see just like, I don't know, like the last dinner, like that.
So why did these people stay on the ship, David? Why didn't they jump off? I'm just asking. I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me, and I'm sure it doesn't make sense to some of the viewers. Why wouldn't they just jump?
There was not enough lifeboats, correct?
That's true. There weren't enough lifeboats, and that was mainly because of the Merchant Shipping Act of, I think it was 1890, which called for if a boat or if a ship is 10,000 tons, it has to have at least 16 lifeboats, but it capped at 10,000 tons. Titanic was around 46 to 52,000 tons. So they didn't know how much, how many lifeboats. And it was also another thing was it was practically the first cruise ship, her and her sister ships were first of the cruise ship lines. So they didn't really want to show, like the unsightedness of lifeboats, just lifeboats everywhere. So they only had 20. They had, I think, 16 wooden and 4 collapsible lifeboats.
I had no idea that So I guess the Titanic was the biggest ship. At that time.
At the time,
like the laws weren't updated enough for them to have to comply.
Regulations.
So they went the least possible. I mean, and that's what most businesses do. I mean, if the regulations are this, then they're going to go strictly to this. They're not going to go above and beyond this.
Yeah, but realistically, the White Star Line had comparable ships that they weren't quite as large.
Yes, they did.
But they were like 20,000, 30. I think one of them was like 28,000 tons or something like that. But still.
When was the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Oh, that was in the 70s. That was
So that was
76
way
in Lake Michigan or Lake Superior or whatever.
I'm sorry.
But my question is, when are they going to get a big-ass crane like one of those fucking oil platforms
They
and just
can't.
lift that bitch out? Why not? Why not?
It's so far down.
They can lift out pieces, but they will never be able to bring up.
There's no way. It's going to collapse.
Yeah, it'll
just
collapse.
fall to pieces.
There's a section that they thought about bringing up.
Like stabilize? Well, they can't get in there and stabilize.
Yeah, they can't get down there and stabilize.
Well, how far down is this thing?
It is very,
Like where species that we haven't seen of fish and shit down there.
It's like 20,000 feet below.
Holy shit!
Enough to collapse the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was that guy. That guy recently had that
Submarine.
little submarine, and I mean they didn't fill a damn thing. I guess. I mean we talked about this on the show with Tim.
Fight from within.
Yeah. It just
they just imploded.
Within a heartbeat, just
Gone.
Nobody felt anything. They just disintegrated into little pieces, just going out in the ocean. I mean, nobody ever seen anything. You never able to see it. You never able to feel it.
As soon as they went missing, I knew too. I was like, "There's no way. Like that's it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So has nobody ever been down there?
No, I mean not.
I think James Cameron got close, but he never went all the way. He had to have a
unmanned.
Unmanned submersible.
Yeah.
And the unmanned submersible went weaving in and out of the Titanic.
David, let me ask you this. That wasn't the first.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. But how the hell can we go to the moon, but we can't get down the damn Titanic?
Y'all can. I think it's more dangerous than going up to the moon, It's just it's so dark down there, the pressure is unbelievable. If anything goes wrong, just like that submersible, just pop.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's so many conditions you have to like prepare for to go down there. And I think that's why a lot of people do not go down there.
Yeah.
But I want to say, I believe it was James Cameron. He did go down to the Mariana Trench, or someone did. Someone reached down there.
Really?
Which is the furthest point, the deepest point in the earth.
Yeah, that's
underwater.
That's where they found that fish that looked like it had a fucking light bulb on its head.
That's on SpongeBob.
Yeah, that guy.
The Mariana Trench, he got down there. That's cool.
Someone did. Yeah. I want to say someone did.
Look that shit up. See what it was. Let's give him kudos. That's crazy as hell. And I think if I've read everything right, that the musicians on the ship went down with the ship while playing music.
They were still playing music, which I think it's still being debated what the last song was.
That's so cool.
Whether James Cameron had it right or not, whether it was Nearer God to Thee or some other song, but they did go down playing songs.
Wow. Wow, Fatty, I can imagine you having a violin
Hey,
and
dude,
saying,
that's
fuck
what
this.
that's what I was going to say. Well, no. That's what I
Hold
was
this,
gonna
man.
say. If that shit was in Kentucky, it'd have been Devil Went Down to Georgia for show. That's
Yeah.
what it would have been.
No, you-
You know what I'm saying.
You said, hey, man, hold this here. I'll take a piss real quick. I know we're going down, but hold this for a minute.
Yeah.
And then you ran off.
Yeah, I got to take a piss. Yeah. No.
Also, so according to Google, James Cameron was the first solo dive in 2012. He was in a single man submersible.
And he went all the way down to the lowest point in the
Well, I don't know
ocean.
about the lowest point, but he definitely went to the Mariana Trench.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
How far down's that?
Mariana Trench?
It's the lowest
Yeah,
point on Earth. It's
the
like
lowest point on Earth.
30.
Well, that's what I just said. The lowest.
Well,
I think it's like 60 miles down.
Yeah, I don't think
Something
he
like
could
that.
have went to the bottom. If he went to the bottom, you'd have to have such incredible technology to withstand the pressure to get down to the bottom. Because if you didn't have that, you'd crumple a submarine up like a Coke can.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How long did it take to make the Titanic?
Titanic took 3 years, I think, or 2 years. So it started in
Wow.
1809 to 1911. And this is when they officially finished it.
Wow.
And
the Titanic, it blows my mind. I mean, we have much bigger ships now.
oh yeah, I think modern cruise ships are about 30% larger, only 30% larger than Titanic. But
Holy shit.
up until that point, Titanic was the largest ship.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's what's so crazy to me. How do you get something that big to be able to float? You know what I'm saying? With that many pounds on it, I mean, that's not including the ship. That's not including the supplies. I'm talking about the people that are on there too. How the hell's that thing floating?
It goes down into the water more than what you can see,
Yeah,
dude. I mean, it's all math and shit. I don't know.
It's air buoyancy. It's all, it's all. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it really takes somebody smart to be able to realize, okay, we've got a Titanic. It's the largest ship ever made. We got to make this thing float, and we got to make sure that it doesn't cause a fire, like what you say, or it doesn't do something like that. And they just didn't have the technology back then in order to do that,
Or the preparation.
or the preparation. I mean,
Yeah.
David, do you agree with that, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they were trying to break records, so I don't think they were ready to handle as much as they were handling. But of course, no one's going to think, hey, is the ship going to sink?
Oh yeah.
So
That was the last thing on their
I'm not
mind, yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, Fatty. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, bitch.
Yeah. David, all you need to do is say that 2 more times, and I'll jump over the TV and I will pummel Fatty.
Allegedly, bitch.
Fuck you.
I'm done testing him. I'm just testing him.
So it sank, and I know, and I did not look up a lot about this because I want to learn as we're going on this because it's good. It's good for the audience as well. But Derek knows a shitload about it, and I know that you're very passionate about it. But where did it end up? It sink. Where did it sink at?
I think it's a little between. I think it's closer to Nova Scotia, but it's still quite a bit away from any land.
Yeah.
It took the rescue ship, the Carpathia, 3 days to reach New York from after getting all the survivors from Titanic.
Holy shit!
3 days, so it's quite a bit away. But I think it's the closest point of land is Nova Scotia.
Oh my gosh! How many survivors were there?
1,100 or something. I
Shit.
can't
I think I want to say.
There's 11.
I want to say about 500. It's like
Yeah.
500.
I don't think it was 1,100.
I can't remember.
Yeah, Faye's just pulling numbers out of his ass.
I do remember watching a documentary, I think, but allegedly they didn't know, you
Oh
bitch.
my god!
There is theories about why the iceberg was not seen before until they were right up on it.
Yeah, the captain and stuff.
Yeah, there was the whole thing about the horizon and the illusion and
Yeah.
but man, that's
Well, there was no moon that night.
Yes.
That was another thing. There's no moon. So there's only stars, which I think what held into or played into that part. And I don't know if y'all heard the binoculars were locked away.
I did not. I've never heard that.
Man,
Really?
I'm learning
So
all
people,
kind of shit.
yeah, people say the Titanic didn't have binoculars, but they actually had an officer who had the keys to the binocular box. And I think the day before they set sail, they switched him out like off the roster, and he still had the keys with him. So
Wow.
the binoculars were just locked in the box that whole time.
It's like what you said earlier. It was destiny. I mean, like
Exactly.
That for the massive ocean, and then you got an iceberg right in the path, and then the binoculars and the no moon. I mean, it was a perfect storm.
Was the captain was he drinking or anything like that, or was he in full service?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the captain. He was like one of the more well-respected captains, and I want to say it was his last voyage too. But he was he was a good captain as far as I know, and he went down with the ship too, which was considered respectable.
Yep,
so
noble. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another thing that went wrong was the ship was practically unsinkable because it had 16 watertight compartments, meaning they could fill up and the ship could stay afloat because all the water is kept in there. And I want to say it was designed for 4 to be filled, it would still stay afloat. Like, so if they hit something and 4 filled up with water, it'd still stay afloat. And 5 got filled with water, just the perfect number.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was. I think that was in the documentary.
It was like 5 or 6. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it if they had just locked that off in time, then it would have made it.
Or if it wouldn't have taken damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that'd be my luck. I'm so excited. I spend my whole life savings for me and my wife to go on the Titanic. Babe, look, I'm showing you here that I love you. Here we are, and then we sink and we die. So that's my luck. But in all reality, you got to think about how many people were so excited to go on that thing and really did spend money. And really did think, hey, this is going to be such a great voyage, and then you're gone. Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of people, it was their first time going to America. So
wow,
that was
wow.
Yeah, the what was it? The lower levels were lower income people, and they were the ones that first saw it. You still got people up top, ballroom dancing and all that kind of thing.
Lower levels are in panic mode.
Yeah, lower levels in panic mode.
Yeah.
And nobody's really saying anything. Nobody's, making a declaration like we're going down and we're taking on water. It's pretty
Why
terrible.
would the captain not do that?
Well, at the time,
he had 4 he could fill up, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't like, hey,
he didn't want to
call him
panic
up on the
everybody.
cell phone and.
Well, I mean, you got the thing, yeah.
He knew that they hit an iceberg. And that they were going to be taking on water. The things were supposed to be fail-proof, like locking them off, sealing them up, all that kind of thing. And then, once he found out, that was going to be the time to say something. But he never.
Wow.
It was later on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm learning all kinds of good shit.
Bastard. Why wouldn't he say something?
No, he wasn't a bastard. Like,
I'm just kidding.
I
am about to pee on myself, though.
Okay,
so
he was a very noble captain.
You're allegedly about to pee on yourself.
Allegedly. Oh shit!
No, he didn't. He's still a bitch. But anyway.
The Titanic movie, I went and saw it in theaters when it first came out.
Yeah.
What was it, like 97, somewhere under
Yeah.
there? And I really enjoyed the whole telling of the story. That's what really got me intrigued about the Titanic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The love story, it's no here nor there, but the whole story itself, and that's when I started reading into books, and I was really excited when James Cameron, decided to go down, and after they found it, and all the crazy stories of, I hate to say it, but bodies. I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad that would end up that way.
Yeah.
I mean, there could have been so much done if it had just been a split second decision. Split second decision could have changed the course. I mean, the whole cruise ship industry could be White Star. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It hits deep in the heart of normal people, and
being able to look back on it.
Yeah, look back on it,
knowing what we know today and all that. I mean, it
was a huge tragedy.
Yeah.
Huge tragedy.
Yeah.
I just wonder, is it was it a conspiracy?
I don't know.
Was it one of those things? I mean, obviously it could have been, we don't know, but the whole JP Morgan thing, the Federal Reserve, that really hits home with me.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, especially with other things in taking into account, it's like, how many coincidences are there with, the sinking? It's like,
yes.
Or how many incidences does it take to make it true? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how many do you have to have for it to be like, oh shit, this really happened?
Yeah. And somebody out there knows.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Somebody out there knows.
I'm sure.
And we're never gonna hear the light of it. But I'm always gonna be on the JP Morgan Federal Reserve conspiracy bandwagon. But
I do agree with you, just seeing them go down there to where Titanic, rests today, and seeing the shoes, only the shoes,
that's
it's
terrible.
Just crazy. Like, that's all that's left.
That's so terrible.
Scary.
It is scary. It really is.
It makes me not want to go on a Carnival ride or whatever. It's Carnival, isn't it?
Carnival cruise ship, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go on one, but then, again, it's my luck that I'm going to go on one and there's a damn hurricane.
I got a weak-ass immune system. I get sick in a hurry, dude. I'm just telling you. That's what'll happen to me.
I went on one the beginning of last year, and it was, especially being obsessed with Titanic, it was all right. It wasn't. I wasn't scared or anything.
Did you go to any islands or anything like that?
Yeah, I went to Cozumel, Mexico. I think it was two stops, Cozumel, and I'm forgetting the other stop.
Yeah,
it wasn't as unsettling as Titanic, I guess.
Yeah,
it's like you're on a big ass platform the whole time. I'm sure. Yeah.
I think they definitely improved their safety protocols and all that kind of stuff, and technology. That of course.
I mean, and also, I don't know how true this part is, but in the movie, when they say women and children first, and you have these really rich guys that are like,
yeah, fuck you.
My life is worth more.
Yeah, my life is worth more. Yeah. Get out of the way.
That's a hard.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm sure that was true, and they were offering money too.
Yes.
But it was just, I think the lifeboats were filled under capacity for every lifeboat. They carried, I think, total about 700 people out of the 1,100 capacity the lifeboats had.
Oh, wow.
And I think the first lifeboat only had, I think, 16 to 18 people, which its capacity was 64 people.
That's ridiculous.
Man, they just
just because those people didn't think that they're like, are we going to go out into this ocean or this ship that's not going to sink? They didn't believe it was going to go, plunge underwater.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
can you imagine how scary that is? I mean, you're going to your death.
At some point, yeah.
And it's not going to be a good death. It's not going to be an easy death. You're going to swallow water until you die.
Or be crushed.
Or be crushed, yeah.
Or be sucked under.
Or freeze to death.
Yeah, or freeze to death.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, like, when the ship breaks apart in the movie, and that gives me chills. People sliding down and hitting everything on the way down, and then not only that, you didn't only have to worry about going down with the back half, you had to be worried about getting sucked under.
The suction of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, my question is, why did Kate Winslet have to be such a bitch?
Yeah, why couldn't Jack fit on the fucking plane?
Put his ass on the plane.
That's one thing that just makes me so mad.
Oh,
the whole Rose thing. It's like, I don't know if you've ever been on water with someone else. The more weight you add on something, the more water is going to rise up.
Yeah, displaces.
And how cold that water was, you're gonna be rendered unconscious in minutes.
Yeah,
it's cold as shit.
So,
I mean, right?
I'd let Rose live. I'd be like, whatever,
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, bitch.
My ass would too, but I'd be like, damn.
Bitch. I mean, that's just, I don't know. That's just, I don't care for that. But, in all reality, the very first time I ever watched the fucking movie, I was really young, right? I mean, it was wherever it come out. I still remember.
Yeah.
It was such a big deal. And I'm 37, so however old I would have been, I'd have been really, really young. And I just remember watching it. I never watched it because I was like, I don't know. I want to watch Barney or whatever. I don't want to watch this shit, But then I watched it. Yeah, purple guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember I got made fun of in kindergarten for watching Barney, and the kid actually cussed, and how I never cussed, and I said
that kid was me.
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was actually a boy named Ross. But anyways, I said, yeah, I watch Barney. I like Barney, and he said, what a fucking weirdo. I'm like, what in the hell did you just say to me?
He's like five years old.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Barney doesn't teach you those words.
Yeah. Bastard. I do love him, though. I do love that guy. But anyways, so, the first time I watched it, that was the first movie I ever watched that I teared up wherever Leo died. You know what I'm saying? I did. I really did. It's fucked up, man. It was. In all reality. Now, now I need to be reminded, was this a true story?
The Rose story was not true.
No.
So the old lady was not real.
No, that was fictitious.
No.
The story of the ship sinking, hitting the iceberg, it was pretty close. But it wasn't a strictly, truthful movie. You didn't know that?
No, I thought the old lady was real.
I did too.
I think most of the side details were true, just not the main love story.
Yeah,
I did too. For a long time, I thought that Rose was a real person and Jane and whatever. They didn't tell them their story, but then I looked it up and I was like, there was no plank. There wasn't none of this shit was real.
There was no drawing.
Yeah.
No drawing. They didn't find it.
That was a pretty good drawing, though.
You'll have to cut that out, Fatty.
No, that's staying in.
Have to cut that out.
Yeah. I will be murdered.
I think I've got the drawing somewhere.
Oh shit!
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. David's recording too. He'll send it to us. So yeah, I mean, the whole cool thing about all of this is, and the whole cool thing about this damn podcast and be able to talk to people like you, and it's just so interesting because I would have, I plan on seeing you damn live at some point. I mean, I hope.
Yeah.
So if God willing, I'm living, but I hope to see you live at some point. And, watching you live, I'd probably never think, this dude loves the Titanic and he has a passion for the Titanic. It's the coolest thing in the world. To me, it's the coolest damn thing. For me, World War II is like the coolest damn thing. It's not really cool, but I mean, just it's
interesting.
It's very interesting to me. And it's just like, stuff like that is what I'm interested in. And Titanic, whenever whenever we talked and you said something about Titanic, I'm like, Derek likes Titanic, and I sent it to Derek.
Yeah.
And Derek said, "Hell yeah!" And I'm like, "Okay, so I'm gonna stop myself from looking at anything up because I want to fucking learn. I want to learn from you guys, and I think it's the coolest shit in the world." So,
yeah, we really want to really want to show the, you are part of a huge band,
oh my god,
and we want people to see that.
Their quirky sides,
The
stuff they're interested in.
Yeah, what are you interested in? So, I mean, the whole us talking about the Titanic thing that really shows. What am I trying to say here?
It opens the veil.
It opens the veil. There you go.
Peels the curtain back.
Peels the curtain
And I
back.
think that's what interested me with this podcast too, because Dustin was showing. He would send me, "Hey, this episode. I think the episode I watched was the alien one."
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was the last
with
episode.
Tim, yeah,
And I was I thought it was so cool, just because it's like, musicians and stuff talking about, not music stuff. You always hear them like, oh yeah, this and that, but it's like, what else do you like? What makes, I guess it shows a more human side.
Yes,
because they have interests. They have.
You're not only a bassist.
Yeah.
You're not only a guitarist.
you're not a piece of fucking meat. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, I'm a Titanic enthusiast too.
Yeah.
that's exactly
I
right.
don't know much more.
Well, that's how we actually started this niche that we're doing, and we fucking love it, man. I mean, we love doing this kind of stuff.
It's
And
awesome,
Derek is just he's a wealth of useless knowledge.
Yeah.
This guy over here, and I'm just a wealth of wanting to learn about. We know everything about music, but everything else. You ever play trivia games with this motherfucker, you're gonna lose. I do, anyways. But
I'm the same way.
I just sit there and I just say, okay, let's play, and then I sit there the whole fucking time. I'm just like, and Brittany said, my wife, she says,
You don't know nothing.
Yeah, why aren't you talking? What's wrong with you? I don't know what the fuck's going on. So it is what it is. But anyways, I know about green beans and things. I'm a grocery man. Okay, that's about it. But anyways, it's so cool that we get to do things like this, like with Tim, and how this all started. Was we was doing an interview with Fight From Within. You know Fight From Within?
No.
Okay. Well, they're probably the biggest up and coming metalcore band out there. Period. I mean, they played all the festivals, all that shit, and they're killing it. They're great guys. Tim is just an amazing guy. Mikey's an amazing guy. John, Patty. I mean, all of them. They're just great guys. But anyways, so with the first interview we had with Fight From Within, I remember Tim. He said, hey, we was fixing to get off. He said, "Hey man, you ever talk about aliens and ghosts and shit? Holler at me because I love that shit." And so.
And we was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Derek and I, it took us like 3 weeks, and we was like, "What did he say?"
I like aliens and ghosts and shit.
Yeah. And so we made an episode of aliens with him, and then an episode of Ghost. And if you haven't watched the Ghost one, that one's fucking crazy.
That's trippy.
Yeah, that one's trippy because he's got a lot of stories, and
he's got
it's always crazy hearing those stories.
it is because it's so weird because. I mean, Fatty said it best. Energy does not die. It just doesn't. It doesn't happen. So something happens, and there's just way too much crazy shit out there that is true, that makes me believe that it's true. So, anyways, it's just crazy shit. And so after we done that, we was like, yeah, that's what we're going to do. And so the last one that's been published anyway was with. There's this band called Joy Thief, and the lead singer, his name's Brandon. One of the coolest motherfuckers you'll ever meet. Cool shit. And just an amazing screamer. He's a screamer. I mean, and I'm sure he can sing too, but I've never heard him sing. But his scream is just guttural. He's just amazing at it. Got a real talent, but he's just a really good guy. And we actually talked about like health things with him, you know what I'm saying? Because he had cancer at one point, and got out of the cancer and things like that. And it's like, wow, how much I learned just by speaking to him was insane. And how much I've learned about the fucking Titanic tonight is insane. I feel like I go teach a fucking class now.
Me too, dude. Me too. I thought I knew a lot. I did not.
I didn't know shit except for Kate's a bitch.
And for me, like, music is my number one love.
Yeah.
You know, but I really just enjoy having conversations about anything, you know, like not just music. And whether it's talking about health or Titanic or horror movies or
horror movies, aliens, ghosts.
Yeah, I don't care. It's anything. Anything is a good time for me.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for me. Yeah, it's like even stuff it's like that doesn't really necessarily interest me, but seeing someone else's excitement talking about it, I think that's what kind of feeds
absolutely.
it.
But we had one that we haven't published yet because we're editing it right now, but it's about men's mental health with a guy named Nolan Taylor, which is completely opposite of what we listen to most of the time, but some of his music has really helped me through a lot of shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just insane the things that you hear that other people go through and the things that you have the same common interest and it's the craziest thing in the world to me. And it's just the craziest thing in the world to me that we're just even having this conversation right now. It's the craziest thing in the world to me that we had the conversation with Bobby Burns that we've had.
Dustin, is it the craziest thing in the world?
It's
allegedly.
That's it.
End it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good
great.
shit.
That's
Good
great.
shit.
No, it'll hit fatty. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, David. I still like you. Okay.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Both said that
great.
shit.
But anyways, it's the best thing in the world to me that we get to do this stuff. So, number one, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. It means the world to me.
Of course.
It means the world to Derek. It means the world to Fatty.
It's the coolest thing in the world.
There's nothing better for us. And by God, you come to Nashville, Louisville, somewhere around here. You know, we're at the very southern tip of Kentucky, so anywhere around here, south central Kentucky is where we're at. We're about an hour from Nashville. But, dude, we'll come. I want to meet you. I want to hang out. I want to talk. You know, let's talk shit if you can. Love to do that, man. And because anybody that comes on our show and really enjoys it, just like what we do, we're always going to have your back. Always. It's never going to end. We love you. We love what you do. We love the things that you've done. You're an inspiration. At the end of the day, you're 21 or 22
100%.
years old, close to there, and playing in one of the biggest bands in the world. To us anyway, it's amazing, and we applaud you for that because not many people will step out of their comfort zone like you did.
Yeah.
That's why I say inspiration, and I'm excited to see you on stage one day. You're definitely a big part of the Roost today, so I do appreciate that.
All right,
man.
well, thank y'all. I want to thank y'all for having me. You know, it's real awesome to talk, especially about Titanic, but just talk to other people about music, you know, and just all that other stuff. And I think what you are doing is awesome, you know, just kind of venturing out just in conversation, you know.
That means the world.
That's always been my favorite. Yeah, I was like, that's always been my favorite thing to do. So
that means the world.
It's awesome just to be a little part of it, you know, is crazy. And if y'all ever, you know, have any other topics y'all want me to be a part of, like horror movies. I heard someone mention horror movies. I love horror movies, you know.
Hell yes.
Any other time. You know my messenger, my phone number, just hit me up. But thank y'all, you know.